Right, hello everyone, welcome to Amstrad Live Game Testing episode 13, and hope your new year is going well. First live game testing of the new year. Here I am, my hands are here, you can see me. Colonel Basic, good evening sir, nice to see you again. Here's the Ami, good evening Steve. Retro and Lim. I had a comment on the, I think it was the last Amstrad Live Game Testing about the angle that this is shot at. Now, I know it might be not to everyone's taste, and sometimes there is a bit of a glare on the screen. I've tried to angle things a little bit better. Technic, hello doing, how you doing? Evening Nova, he says. So I'm trying to angle it so that you can see the screen. It's really difficult to sort of get a right angle, you see. So the angle is so that you can see the machine loading, see my hands for whatever reason. Hey, I like to be on camera. Hey, and see the screen as well. And so it's a kind of sort of mix match of the two to interact with you as well. This way, I can also see the messages coming into the coming in through on the camera as well. So unfortunately, that's the best we're going to get. But we have got better to come. We are highlighting a multi-pack tonight, an ocean multi-pack if you will, comprising of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. Oh hell yes, 8 games. So we might not get through all of them. A lot of them are quite long loads as well, some of them are anyway, but we're going to see how we go with Oceans the In Crowd. Ooh, the full big box jobby multi-game extravaganza featuring the Russian bear wrestler Karnov, Gryzor aka Contra, Barbarian the Ultimate Warrior with old Wolfie there and Maria Whittaker looking rather fine on the cover, the original Crazy Cars 2, Predator, very easy game if you know how to play it properly, it's piss easy. Combat School, that's not piss easy, that's bollockard. Platoon, can't remember it very well, and of course an all-time absolute excellent classic in Target Renegade. We're going to go through the games as they are in tape order, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. People liking that already. I saw a Yay Karnov there, and just have a look at the... Oh, my messages have disappeared. There we go. Evening Grass, the great Johnzini, excuse me. Yay Karnov, put that there in shot. Barbarian, love that one by Technic. Should have get the Magnificent 7. Good pack, got that, says Steve Retro and Lim. Well, had that on the Specky. Yes, I think this came out on the Commodore, the Specky and the Ami. So yeah, we're going to crack on straight ahead. As you can see, we've got all the tapes are in. I've took the liberty of loosening all the tapes up beforehand. Some of them, this one particularly, tape 3 looks rather grubby, which that contains Predator. That one, and you get like mixtures. Sometimes there's 2 games on one tape, data on the other side. But we're going to start with tape 1. Tape 1, which is, funnily enough, Platoon. So let's start her up. I hope these load. I really do hope these load. They're completely untested, as I say. 8 games in an hour. That's 1 per 7.5 minutes. Ain't going to happen, probably. That's if they all load. But we're going to try and get through as many as possible within the hour. Maybe stretch it to an hour and a half. We will see. Amiga Old School says, evening all, Chris. Retro and Lim says, Karnov, the first game I tried to fast forward to a future level in the game and it worked, lol. Yeah, you could do that in some games, in the multi-loads. So, oi! We've gone to the loading bars straight away, which is always good. No errors in the first couple of blocks. Let's put old quick shot over there. So yeah, welcome everyone, one and all. Let's hope we get some loading loving going on. So some of these tapes, they look a bit dodge. I mean, this one looks, like I said, particularly grubby. There seems to be dirt and mud over it. I don't know how that happened. The tape looks clean though. All the tapes look clean. Now that's a bit of a worry. Yeah, I'm not sure that's supposed to happen. But okay, we'll bear with it. Yeah, some of them, they've definitely been used and used well, these tapes, before, and I'm not surprised because they're bloody good games. Alright, we've got data loading, but that loading screen isn't loading, unfortunately, so that could be I might have to start that and get straight again. We'll see how we go. See if it chucks up an error. We'll find out. Having a corrupted loading screen is not a good start, I must admit. So everyone excited for Play Blackpool if you're going? If not, there will be footage on my channel for Play Blackpool. I'll be doing another little road movie like I did last year. I've got a bit of an extensive road trip this time around. I'm going the long way around. I'm going via London. So, you know what? I'm actually going to start this load again because I'm not happy with that. So let's reset that because I'm going to start that load again. The tape's nice and loose, so that's a good one. That's certainly good. Where's that glare coming from? Now, I'm just looking at that glare there and seeing where's that coming from. Let's try that again. Let's have another go. There's a glare coming off somewhere there, but it seems to be, I don't know where that's coming from. I need to have the light up there, that's for sure. I need to have that sort of one glare. Let's see if I maybe put something there. Could sort of like block that glare. London, back to your roots. Well, yeah, I'll be having a look. Let's move the screen in a bit. It's a little bit better. So right, that loading screen crash was a bit dodgy, so let's try that again. Yeah, we got loading sound, so that's good. Not sure on the load timer can't off. It looks quite a long tape, but we'll see how things go. Come on, get that loading screen up properly this time. That's better. Oh no. It looks like it's still corrupted. Yeah. Well, at least it's loading differently this time. It looks a bit dodgy. It's got to be one of them. Peter, how you doing, sir? Looks like the Predator's been at them tapes. Yeah. Put a book under the back of the monitor to remove the glare. Well, that actually might work. It's not a bad shout. It's already actually up on the. It's already up on the. Oh, you can just see the man dying there. I don't know. That's, yeah. Let's see if I can find something to shove under the back of the monitor, like Nick suggests. Stephanie Lang, how you doing? And Happy New Year to you too. In the bin crowd. You're such a pessimist. Look, you can make that out. That says platoon there. I'm just going to try and find something to shove under the back. Hang on, this should be Atari cap. Shove under the back of the monitor. Right. Well, that didn't go too well, did it? Because it just stopped. Okay, one more attempt at Karnov, I'm afraid, to Splatoon. Splatoon. You got me saying that now because you just said it in the comments, you little git. Platoon. Let's try one more time. These tapes are old. They are indeed. That kind of didn't work, did it? Well, it needs to come forward even more. Let's try again. Bunch that up a bit. See if that's a bit better. Oh, there's a little, yeah, that's better. Stick Karnov under it. Okay. So we've sort of we've got a corrupted screen, then we've got a sort of corrupted bars. So we get in there. We move on to, if we have an unsuccessful load, we move on to the next tape. The next tape is Crazy Cars and Target Renegades, starting with Crazy Cars. It is touch and go whether any of these work. I mean, these look very long. Blow on the cassette. You're not helpful, Steve, you really aren't. Let's see if we have any luck. No, it's not doing it, is it? It's just loading a corrupt loading screen. What a shame. We're going to have to give it a few tests over and over. Good. I see. I don't want to have an Amstrad live game testing where we literally get no game loaded. That would be the baddest of bad news if that ever happens. But we're just getting a load of garbage on the screen. Yes, I have got a heater running actually. I have got a heater running up here. It is a bit chilly, I must admit. But the heater is running and it's fine. It's just on the other side of the loft, so it's not interfering. Ocean quality assurance in work. Well, you know, normally the games that Ocean produced were rather good. Unfortunately, this doesn't look like it's. I mean, it's actually got a little bit better, a little bit like a cubist kind of impression. But if it stops again, we'll see how far it goes, and if it gets to the bottom and stops again, then we'll move on. Unfortunately, it's trying. It is trying. Yeah. Oh. No, it tried to do something there and then decided not to. I'm afraid I don't think that's going to be giving us any joy today. Oh dear, Platoon, you're dead. Ho ho ho, that was a bit of an off-colour joke, wasn't it? Okay, right, let's move on. Let's try the next tape. Let's try tape 2. Tape 2 is Crazy Cars. So Crazy Cars going in, you know, average racing game. Average racing game. I'm going to say mine's freezing. We're talking about Amigo School, talking about his loft. Mine is freezing. I would normally fast forward and run the tape to get them working. That's what I've been doing. I have actually preempted that, and I have been doing that. It's always nice to hear the, you know, when we got that the other day when we got, yeah, I think it was Impossible, was it Impossible? One of the games. Was completely corrupted, totally corrupted, and didn't even. There was nothing coming out of it at all. So I've been looking into ways to try and rescue these tapes and refurbish them. So I will be doing that with the ones. So I'm not throwing them away. So I will be looking into the way to refurbish them or restore them. Certainly, huh? We need to restore these things. We need to keep these things alive somehow. Right, well, we've got through the first two opening loading blocks, so that's good. Mega Old School, Spectrum is my favourite port, then BBC. Level 9, the bird comes and gets hard around that level. What's that? Jack the Nipper you're talking about there? Let's see if we've got a loading screen out of this one. Well, Sonic's loading. Oh, hello. Do we get something that's actually going to resemble a loading screen here? Crazy Cars. I believe we have some success at the moment. Copy paste. What's this Chucky Egg fandom going on? Everyone's talking about Chucky Egg. 14 viewers at the moment. Thank you. Welcome one and all. Is that a RAM pack packed back into the back of the Amstrad? Yes, it is, Technic. It's the original DK-Tronics 64K memory pack. Because when I'm using the DDI3 Zaxxon's DDI3, I can give it a bit of welly with the old extra memory to get some of the 128K games going. Evening Zoe, Game Hammer, classic gaming in the house. 64K for the win, indeed. 120K, 8K for the win. Right, well we have a loading screen. Good. looks pretty standard. The old Titus the Fox logo there, and a nice Ferrari GT, I think it looks like that. 360 or something like that. 64k bank switching for the win. Yeah, indeed. And when bank switching was done well, it was done well. That's one thing I've got to say about that. It's yeah. GTO. Colonel Basic. Philip Croxford, how you doing, sir? If you ever manage to restore your cassettes, do a video. I have a few that I need to recover myself. Yes, I will do that. I'm going to run a few little things and tests and stuff. I've got to get hold of a tape-to-tape deck and some blank tapes and a few things I'm going to try to bring them back to life. It would be easy to get a CPC 128k disk drive. Well, you know what? It's not actually easy to get an FD1. They're quite scarce nowadays, the FD1. So that's why I've got the DDI3 too with it. And also you got the 512k RAM pack for the 6128. Yes. Whoa, that wind's kicking up a storm. That's blowing a bit. You hear that? Whoa. You get all the elements up here. But this is a very well insulated loft and it's very well protected. This is like a grade A sort of insulated house. Right, it's a Ferrari 308 GTS. Oh, I'll take your word for that, Peter. I got the 300 right. I'm a little rough at the mo, got the dreaded man flu, but your video is making me feel better. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Philip. Hopefully oh, hello. Loading screen's gone off. Hopefully we get some crazy cars loading here. Zoe says they were scarce by the end of the CPC era. That's right, Amstrad Action ran articles and replacements, alternatives as far back as 1992, that's true. The FD1, yeah, I know you're talking about the FD1. And of course you've got the DDI1 as well, interface. And that's why I got the DDI3, because that removes all that business. You can just load the disk ROMs straight into the 464 with that genius little gadget. But it's still loading data. So, touching wood, touch the wood. You can't see that on off camera, but there's a wood bit there. Touching wood, this is going to work. I'm not sure why the yeah, it seems to still loading. So that's so. Yeah, the FD1s. Yeah, I've tried to get hold of a couple now and then. They're just difficult to get hold of. I've got some disc games somewhere. So yeah, I'm not sure where they got to. Oh, come on, crazy cars! You were on par to load a minute ago, and then you gone into this yellow screen. It's worried me a bit. It was all going swimmingly, wasn't it? It was all going well. There was a break in the code there. Let's just reset that. That might be the beginning of the next. That might be the beginning of the next game. Yeah, it's trying to do a loading screen. Yeah, it's not worked. Oh, it's not worked. Because that's trying to do a loading screen. I can just hear it. It's trying to do a loading screen. I know I'm not keeping up to the time limit. This ain't going well so far, is it? Oh, no. Let's get a game that loads, man. Well, that's going so fast. It's like doing that sort of thing where it's going. The reflection of that is making it spin back on itself. One more try at Crazy Cars. Oh, it was going so well. It just went all pear-shaped at the end there. What a shame. Not looking promising. No, no. I think you're right, Philip. Well, I'm going to try and to keep talking, and you guys keep me alive in the comments there. Let's try again. That bloody wind is really getting on my nerves. So it's the usual rule of thumb is to try the game twice, maybe 3 times at a push, and if it doesn't load, then maybe come back to it another day. Because we can't just, you know, sit around staring at a blue screen all day. I mean, you know, some people like to do that. It's an iconic screen. It's certainly the prettiest boot screen for me. But I would say that, wouldn't I? I'm a bloody CPC fan. Stephanie Lang, it's a bit like my electric wheelchair. It's knackered. The new one, Steph. The CPC's not knackered. We'll point that out. The CPC's fine. I can stick the DDI3 in it and bang, it'll load. But it got to the loading screen part and then decided it wasn't gonna go for it. But the next we'll try. I mean, the next game on the tape is Renegade. Now I did reset the counter at the break in the code, which I heard. So hopefully we can pick up the beginning of Target Renegade. We'll probably get through the entire flipping box and not a single one will load. Still entertaining. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that, Russ. Oh dear. What are you going to do, eh? These are the perils people don't understand. They moan about like slow load times with discs on the PS4 and the Xbox and stuff. They have no idea what a slow load time is. And it's not like you can chop and change between games like at the drop of a hat either. It's, you know, you dedicate your half an hour or so to one game in the hope that you can play it. So, you know, the all the tape loading crew, the Commodore fans and the Specky fans, as well as the AMI fans and some of the other 8-bit systems as well, will attest to that. Not a tier. That's not even a fucking word. It's rather unflattering view of Spider-Man. Woohoo! Ah, he's got his crotch shot going on there. Proper Finn Balor, isn't it? Mark Wheatley, how you doing, sir? You can speak Spider-Man's venom sacs. Oh god, I'm going to have to change the bloody calendar now. I still need to order Chinny's calendar, which I will be doing soon. As soon as that screen goes blank and it doesn't look like it's loading, stop the tape and see if the tape is chewed or knackered at that point. Yeah, I will. That's what I will do. It didn't sound like it was. This is where I've got to sort of like say try and get the code off these tapes or get a recovery code somewhere to restore them. They won't be on the original tapes, of course. I don't think that's possible. We could re-record them, I guess, if the tape's not damaged. Then you will be recording over. So, come on, Titus. Titus and Ocean, let's get this going. Let's get this rocking and rolling. Project Stealth Fighter was a git to load. As Forrest Gump said, life is a box of Amstrad games. You never know what's going to load. That's why you come here, to watch it happen live with me, Novabug. I suppose I can click along with me quick shot. You know, is that a therapeutic sound? Right. I think as Philip suggests, if it does go blank again and doesn't load, then we'll try and because I'm assuming that it would go straight from the loading screen to the game if it does load. It's not a bad drawing, that, a bit blocky. I mean, I've seen better. I mean, the Crazy Cars 2 one is certainly a better image. It's not too bad. It doesn't sound too bad there. Speed sounds okay. No errors coming up on screen, touch wood. Let's hope it gets to it. I have to try and see if we can pick up the beginning of Target Renegade as well, because it's on the same tape. So, alright, back to the comments. Raxel, welcome. I had a 464 back when it was new. I remember Harrier Attack, Sorcerer and Tornado on the launch day. Tornado low level, do you mean? I've got it's one of my top 11 games, Tornado low level, mainly due because it's the scrolling on it is unbelievably brilliant. You don't get that on Amstrad games a lot. Stop playing with your joystick. You'll get your channel flagged. My channel's been flagged already because of YouTube's Gestapo. Here we go. That faded out. Right, hang on. That faded out actually properly. I'm assuming. Hang on. Reset that. That might be the beginning. Might be the beginning of Target Renegade. So I'll have to go back to that point. We'll wait until that break in the code again. I heard. So this is really good because I'm listening down. Oh dear. Sultan's Maze, I think, was a 17-minute load. Grueler, I think it was actually. Howdy, Smacks. I think we might be out of luck. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Yeah, there's that break in the code there. Oh dear. It looks good, it looks okay. I have no idea why it's not trying to go for it. But okay, right, let's see if we can get Target Renegade to load. Go back to that 0 point. There. Yeah, that's the block one of Target Renegade. You get used to these kind of things sometimes. You hear the break in the code. So when the screen fades out, it should start the game, but for some reason it's not starting the game in Crazy Cars. 2 down, 2 failures. This is not going well. Not going well at all. Oh, what a shame. If the failure rate starts to go up, I'm thinking about I'm going to have to go and get a new belt for this and give this tape deck a clean out. I mean, I've given this tape deck a clean out twice ever since I've had this particular CPC. So I might have to give it another clean out if the failure rate starts to go up, because it might not be down to the tapes, it might be down to the CPC. So I'll open her up again, clean her out, change the belt, and go with all the games that have failed, I think. Yeah, the whole box might be buggered. Yeah, you're right. I know, it's a real damn shame, this. You know what? Yeah, the azimuth. Yeah, that is. You know what? I haven't got the software. I haven't got the software to check the azimuth settings. So no. And I know it's this little bugger here, isn't it? It's this little bugger there. But if this wonderful loading screen, oh, please, Target Renegade, please. This is one of the best games on the Amstrad. Please load. Yeah, the azimuth, Philip, is... Oh, you just said that? That small hole. Oh, bollocks! This ain't going well, is it? This ain't going well. There's that tiny little damn screw there. It seems all nice in there. That's the thing. It's clean. It's clean. We're stopping on loading screens. We're corrupting loading screens. We're doing everything but load the fucking game. Now that oh, that's bollocks it. Now that yeah, that's not done it any good, is it? Yeah, that's probably what the cause was. That actually hasn't. I think it's missed the code. It was actually. Oh, that's actually done it on a bit where there's no code. Oh, that was bloody enough. I've cleaned the capstan. The capstan's ZB dress. The capstan has been cleaned. The pinch roller. They've all been cleaned. I'm going to have to really dig it out. And I think it might be time, because some games are still... I mean, I loaded a game up the other day and it was perfectly fine. So it's touch and go whether it is the game or whether it is the system. I don't think... I mean, the system's been very reliable for me, so... We will have to have a look-see, though. I think we might have to do that if nothing's good. Yeah, well, you know, Zeus, yeah, well, he laughs all the time, laughs at his own shadow. You should pre-record your future game lives so you can do multiple takes. No, well, that sort of like does away with the, this is the thing. That would just sort of do away with the point of doing this. These are the perils. These are the perils of doing it live. Because if it doesn't work, then I look like a bit of a twat. But there we go. We'll just make this episode. Was this episode 13? Was it? Oh yeah. You really don't want these tapes, do you, Amy? You really don't want these tapes at all. You really don't want them. Yeah. So, that's annoying. Let's try and loosen that up a bit. Oh my, that's really tight actually. I've just tried to fast forward that and it doesn't want to fast forward. That's alright, the capson's fine. I think I need to certainly... yeah, I don't want to do it at all. Oh dear. Okay, right. Oh, I'm getting annoyed now. I'm really getting annoyed now. Let's try... next one, the next tape in the line is Predator. This is the grubby looking one as well. Ooh, come in and get it in right. We might get there in the end. I'm sorry about this, everyone, but those are the perils. Those are the perils. New tape deck assembly, worst case. Yeah, I'll be able to do that. Change that over. It's not a problem. I don't think. I know what. I think that tape is recoverable. I think all these tapes are recoverable. That's why I don't throw them away. Live is the best. Thank you, Stephanie. Well, you know, that is exactly the joke. Yeah, if I pre-record this with everything loading firsthand, it's sort of like that's the reason. The reason why I did this is like to see, you know, the fun of it, to see what will happen. This is an unscripted, unedited kind of trepidation into the unknown of all these games I've got piled up here and see if they work. If any of them work tonight, because it seems none of them are fucking working. Alright, so with 3 games, the in crowd is apparently the out crowd at the moment. So where we can cross off Splatoon. Fucking hell, Steve got me saying that now. Oh, no, Predator's got an error. Right, so Predator's got an error. So that's great. I mean, at least the errors are coming up quicker now. I mean, we don't have to wait fucking 5 minutes for the errors to come up. So we can definitely... this is ridiculous. We can definitely cross off Platoon. We can cross off Crazy Cars. We can cross off Target Renegade, which is a terrible, terrible shame. We're trying with Predator now. Oh, no. Predator is one giant error. Mr. Bedford, I've got that set. I've got that set too, and it doesn't even want to load. Some has stored that box games. Some has stored that box of games very badly. Well, I've got them in plastic containers now, and this is the first time I think I pulled that one out. So it's episode 13 and nothing is working. Yep, I think that's what it is. Oh dear, don't worry, Nova. It's great that you do this channel for all of us old school Amy fans. It's like playing copied games all over again. Thanks, man. Thanks, Mark. I'm so sorry, everyone, but yeah, we're not. It's nothing's. Oh bollock! Yeah, this is. It's not. What else is that? That's just Predator on that one. That tape looked really dodgy anyway. Okay, right. Let's go on to tape 4. Maybe we might get a game where we're going to have play Celebrate. This is Karnov. Now, Karnov. Oh, let's reset it first. Let's see if Karnov loads. honestly, it will actually be quite funny if the entire box doesn't load. I know it won't be very exciting for you guys, but it will actually be hilariously bad. And then I'm going to have to sort of like scramble around and get a disc. Is this one of the tapes, one of your tapes, or one you bought recently? This is one of the ones I had in the big box, my big gift collection that I got gifted to me. It's one of those. This is the idea, is to go through all of the games and test them. But like I say, they all go back into they all go into another box after, whether they fail or whether they load. They go back into the plastic storage containers. Now, if you look over here, I'll just quickly take this off and I'll just show you. So I've got them, they're in there, and so they're stored in these plastic containers. They're quite good, these containers. They're along with these SNES there, and PlayStation, and yeah. So they're stored all right. Well, I think they're stored all right. Right, have we got a? Let's get him back there. Oh, I've put him in the wrong place. Excuse me. There. Let's get that grab back on. Right, well, it's doing something. Outrun. Oh, Outrun didn't load, did it? Oh, did Outrun load? Cartridges were the best form for storage for games. I think they were. The games that don't load. Correction, Volume 1. Mr. Bedford, luckily I caught the stream. Last one was your tennis one late night. Oh, that was one of the bug streams, was it? All the loading screens coming up. Carts were definitely better for games. Were they the best? Maybe. I think carts were. I certainly think carts are a little bit more reliable, especially some of the later ones. Are we going to get a game that loads here? Well, we've got Karnov is trying to load. Joy of Sticks! Mark, how are you doing? If you told my 8-year-old son, or 8-year-old self, that in 30 years I'd be watching someone load Amstrad games on my TV, I would have told you to fuck off. I know, it's amazing. It's amazing what brings people here. I like the DVD game storage medium. I do. Yeah, but like you say, people are moaning about the fucking load times and stuff like that, don't they? Games that Brits can't load. I'll pitch that to Larry. He's not nicking my ideas. He's got a big enough bloody audience as it is. I need a bigger audience. But I'm never going to get a big... Am I really going to get... yeah, I'm good, thanks, mate. I hope you are too. Somehow it's more entertaining when the games don't work. Well, me getting frustrated and wanting to bang my head against something. My tapes never worked in 1985. Well, I don't know what. Atari Staff Room. No, nothing in this box wants to load, does it? Yeah, this is alarming. And that's a big bloody load as well, Karnov. Nothing in this box wants to load at all. I'm gonna go and pick up one of the games, a short load, to make sure that it is not the Amstrad that's giving me the problem here. I really do, because I'm starting to worry now. So bear with me for a second. I'm gonna pick out the good pile and a quick load, so that hopefully this will bloody work. This is getting ridiculous. So someone mentioned Harrier Attack earlier, so we'll slip Harrier Attack in. Because I know that loads. I had 2 copies of it, or 3 copies of it, I think. So we're going to retest this with Harrier Attack, because if it is the CPC that started to jack off, and that's the wrong word, isn't it? Fuck up. Then I'm going to have to get the old tools out and take apart the CPC and get this bloody tape deck all cleaned up, because clearly it's developed a problem. Maybe look into adjusting this azimuth, because it's a fucking... That's really tricky. Take the games back to the Rumbelows. Bloody hell, Rumbelows. Load of Galactic Play, it's always good for a laugh. Could do. That's a quick load as well, isn't it? Galactic Play. Stororo, evening. Take the slack out of the tapes, rewind, fast forward. Yeah, I've done that, Philip. I've done that a couple of times. I'll probably have to do it a little bit more. Some of them are still tight. They need to be stacked right on the spool. That is one thing. But we got a loading screen out of Carnov, and then it just stopped again. It's yeah, they definitely need to be loosened up a bit. I've been practicing. Explodes. Whip out the GX4000. Oh, I'll whip something out in a minute. Now the GX is safely tucked away in its box at the moment, so we'll keep him there. The previous owner may not have followed the tape storage instructions for the tape. That's true. That's very true. Woolworths need to come back. Are they still online? Woolworths. There was a talk of them coming back, wasn't there? I'm sure there was. I'm sure there was talk of them coming back. Right, this fucks up. That means we're 4 tapes down and not a single fucker has loaded. We're on to Barbarian and Combat School next, and then we'll finish off with attempting to load Grisor. Which bloody hell, I hope that loads. 24 viewers watching me trying to load games that don't work. Thank you. Thank you for turning up. Basically listening to a 40-something-year-old geriatric with a near 30-year-old computer, nearly 40-year-old computer, trying to load games off magnetic tapes, which are afraid either they've gone wrong or the computer's gone wrong. If this goes wrong again, we'll discover that in a minute. I'll take Zoe's suggestion actually. I can't believe Smiths are still going. Yeah, I can't believe Smiths are still going actually. Tape storage, that reminds me of all those photos. Developers get their discs on box or their monitor. Yeah, why did they always do that? They always did that, didn't they? Seemed to put the discs on top of there and on top of there and all that kind of stuff. You can make a bigger mistake if you stuck them to a fridge with a magnet or next to a phone, maybe. So that's why I try and keep the tapes away from the phone. B-Jams, bloody hell, Curry's PC World, didn't they now? Yeah, oh yeah, someone mentioned that. 26 people. You know what? Unbelievably, the episode that I do where no games load at all is now the most successful. Go figure. Go bloody figure. Well, at least you're looking at some. At least we've got some nice loading screens, I guess. I mean, I've messed around with the volume as well. At least we've got some nice loading screens. But if this decides to go belly tits up, then it's because they've been stored next to a Babe magnet. I don't know who that was. Last one, everyone was pissed. Yeah, I think they still are. This is better than Netflix. Well, you know, you don't get any. Well, you know, a lot of Netflix shows just want to beat you around the head with their bloody with their political stick, don't they? In a very subtle way. So there you go. I don't do that. I keep that off this channel. But let's get this Russian bear wrestler geezer going. Hopefully we can get some. Fucking hell. And that tape's still moving. Sounds okay, hang on. Yeah, it still sounds fine. It's not any of that. Novabug. Novabug game set. My chicken not raw. How you doing? Like foreplay with no satisfactory conclusion. Yeah, that's what my missus says. It doesn't work on Bugs CPC. No, I'm afraid it doesn't. Star Trek. Oh, bollocks to Star Trek Discovery. Netflix for the Amstrad. It'd just be better turning the damn thing off. Novabug, you funny, you make me laugh. Well, I'm glad I make some people laugh. I make myself laugh when I look in the mirror and think, fuck me, who created that thing? Jesus. Well, I don't know what he says anyway, because, you know, he don't say much nowadays. Card needs to go. What card? Well, this is a card to my son, so that one's staying. If you mean the Mario one. And that card, that's from Patty. That's really cool. That card. That's a spaceman trapped in Christmas lights with a bug and an alien. Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious me! Reset tape to counter 0 and press a key. Oh! Oh my word! Did we actually load something? Did we load it? Result, says Philip. Have we got a load? Oh, it's got to load the first level. We've almost got there. We've got to the menu screen. Oh dear. Is everyone along for this ride? Are we enjoying this? It's not Xmas, no. I know it's not Christmas, but the picture is nice. It's a nice picture. Fucking hell. No. Loading error. Rewind tape. At least it's giving me a chance to bloody... Right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Please come on. Load this level. Come on. The anticipation. Come on, it says loading level 1. Don't give me a load error. At least it's kind of... Oh! No! No! At least we've got to this point. Ah. So close! So close! So close yet far away. Christ, this is taking as long as I can... an Xbox download. Oh my word. Oh no, it's loaded the bloody... Oh, come on, please, come on. It's loaded the bulk, it's loaded the... No, it's not having it. Now it won't load the level. Now it won't load the level. Let's have a quick look, see the tape. And you know what? There's a ever so slight kink in the tape. It's not a big one. Oh no! Come on, we're going. I'm persevering here. Oh, all that excitement! I had all that excitement, and can't off it's a dick tease. Oh dear, kinky tape, chortle. Oh my word! Control doesn't want to. I'm not smiling. Oh my word! An evening of blue balls, everyone. Oh, are we going to get something out of it? Well, hang on a minute. It normally would have thrown the error up by now. If I put the magic... Oh! Oh, what is that? It's... What's happened? What's happened now? Oh dear. I don't know what's happened. It's still trying to load. I don't know what's happened there. It's sort of like bleh, spat something out. I don't think it's doing anything now. Rightio, okay, right, okay. This is just ridiculous. We're nearly up to 30 bloody viewers and I haven't even loaded the freaking game yet. I think we all saw this coming. Maybe your computer isn't powerful enough to run these games. No, it is. They're not 128k games. All these are perfectly fine. Right, okay. Let's see if... oh, I like the way it goes back to the error screen. That's alright, that. Right, let's try again. Let's try again. Come on. It's so close. It's within touching distance of playing a game, actually, tonight. Did this game ever actually work on an Amstrad? Error 404, please try again later. I used to push down on the tape head to try and get the games to load. You know what? I'm actually going to try what I used to do is just bypass the deck like that. Try that. I was using my bypass the deck, so Oh, right, okay, sorry. Well, I don't even know how far we're in now. We're nearly 50 minutes in and we haven't unloaded a single game. We feel and remember your pain, mate. Oh, do you need to update Windows? Computer says no. Update your drivers. Yes, everyone's having a good laugh at my expense here, aren't we? Right, last attempt. We are trying to do the old tape press thing now. Last attempt. I'm going to try and load Harrier Attack to see if it is not the tape, and we'll get one game fucking playing. Loading level 1, come on. No. No, I'm afraid. Of course, getting that out now is fucking impossible, isn't it? I just realised that. I can't get the game out. Oh, this is, there we go. Yeah. Okay, right. That almost loaded. I mean, you know, it was close. It was close to loading. I mean, right, let's I want to put this to bed now because, you know, like, I'm getting a bit worried. So if Harrier Attack should load. Right, we're going to try and load Harrier Attack here. Take it back to boots. Game hammer. Phone and sugar. Buggered. Try turning it on and off again. Yeah, or banging it with a hammer. No, I'm not doing that. Is that your original 464? What's the story behind it? No, it's not. No, my original I've said this a few times, but always like to tell it a story again. My original 464, which I got in '86, was the family computer, and that it got put in storage when I was sort of like in the late early 20s, mid 20s, and it was put up in storage in a loft along with all original games and stuff. And my father sold it to another family we were working with actually. So I never saw it again after that, and I did try and contact the family because I'm still in contact with them of sorts via social media. I did try and contact them and ask them about if they knew whatever happened to it, and they don't know, unfortunately, because the fella that bought it, he sadly passed away a few years later. So yeah, this was my one that I bought. Got this a couple of years ago. I got 2 CPCs and both of them were not working properly at the time, and I restored both of them to fully working order. I've got videos on the channel of me restoring both of them up to working speed. There was I can't remember what was wrong with this one. This blew I think this blew its ROM actually. It was working fine, it blew its ROM, so I had to change its motherboard on this one, and it was working fine after that. The other one I had to replace its AY chip because it had key press problems, and I remember changing the belts on that one that were no good as well on that one. So I changed the belts on it and changed the AY chip on it, and that and I gave that to Lawn Boys Post, another YouTuber. So I think what I'm going to do is give this a proper service. I like giving CPCs a service. So yeah, and see what happens. Sorry, I missed some comments there. This is why Chris loves the GX4000. Eh? Why? Threaten it with a specky if it doesn't behave. I've still got my original one from '86. This is Zoe speaking. Printer light pen stereo. That's brilliant. You've still got that. It's really cool. I have the second-hand one. Hey, look. There you go. Right. So, look. See, this is it. You see, right? We'll just go. Keyboard bollocks. We're going to dice. I didn't check. Right, okay, let's just kill myself. Where's the centre in it? It wasn't. T. Ah, sod it. Okay, doesn't want to do anything. Okay, doesn't want to do anything. What's going on here? Oh, alright. Alright, okay, anyway. Right, the point is, we're up to 30. We're up to 30. Right, skill level 1, where's the joystick? Okay, let's see how Attack plays. It should do. So it's loaded. So, yes. Right, okay, good. Good. bomb this boy. So the game does load. It does load. It does load. It's just a case of bloody... That was a good shot. It loads. It plays. It's playing games, you see. If you shoot the ship at the beginning, yes, I know, you can't land on it because you bombed it. Box of games I cursed. Get rid loop. How attack is always the little man that jumps over. Is it plugged in? Yes, it's plugged in. Fuck me, it's like War Games, the movie hint. Okay, right. How attack loaded. So I'm not pinning this down to the CPC yet, but I will give it a service. It seems that the pack is fucked. The entire box is fucked. But we've still got 3 tapes to go, you know. We're still not finished. Right. Well, at least we got one game loaded up. Right, we're coming up to an hour now, so we're going to give it another 20 minutes or so, I think, because this has actually been hilariously fun. Let's see if Barbarian wants to load. I mean, it's a bold attempt, it really is. Oh dear. What are your hopes? What are your hopes? You know what? This is we're on a record here. We're on a record to have a 0 success rate. Never happened. Never happened before on Amstrad live game testing. Never had a 0 success rate. Which is depressing, but also kind of funny as well. Oh dear. The whole box being fucked makes it rare. No, wait, no, that wasn't my mistake. Atari Staffroom. I bet this has got no chance of loading, says Philip. Well, hopefully you can eat your words, Philip. Peter. The previous owner stored the box on a underwater by magnets. Stored it at Stromberg's lair. My chicken not raw. Mine's at my mum's. I was a family computer from the 90s. Powered it up a couple of times years ago. It had no magic smoke. Got a 464 Plus off eBay. Yeah, I want to get one of those. Well, actually 6128 Plus. Everyone think positive thoughts. Yes. So we've got a title screen loading up anyway. At least so something. We've had title screens. We've had title screens already, and we've even got a game that's got to the point of loading. It's got to the point where it's loaded the menu, but it hasn't loaded the levels. That's the closest we've got so far. So can Wolfie and Maria come through for us? Can they do it? Let's hope they can. I did like, I mean, the cover of Barbarian and Barbarian 2 were great, weren't they? Old Wolf from Gladiators. Michael Van Viek. This will work, says Steve from Retro and Limb. He's confident that Barbarian will load. I hope so. I really do. Thing is, these are very, very long tapes. There's a lot of tape on these tapes. They're probably on the maximum. So that, from my experience, the longer the tape is, the less reliable it is. Let's hope we can get there. At least one game. At least one game from this in-crowd thing works. That'd be nice. It would be nice if we actually got there. Barbarian. If it doesn't load, splice the tape with a broadsword. Ah, yes. Get the old chopper out. The non-yellow 6128 Plus is a dream for me. I think I would have to pay stupid money. Yeah, me too. I want one of those. But you can always I think you can retro bright them quite safely if you take them apart carefully. See, Maria's tits will be worth the wait in all their pixelated glory. Well, put it bluntly, Colonel Basic. That's cool. I like this game when it was on the GX4000. This game wasn't on the GX4000, Peter. That's Barbarian 2, which is slightly different because Barbarian is the fighting, more of a fighting game, and Barbarian 2 is more of a dungeon crawler style game. I always thought Barbarian 1 was actually better than Barbarian 2. But it's, yeah, unfortunately it's Barbarian 2 on the GX4000 and it's a carbon copy. It's one of the few games which is identical, if not lesser than the CPC version. The CPC version is actually better from memory because it actually has a loading screen. Now, I did check me out, I've done a series on that as well. I did a comparison series of all the GX4000 CPC ports. I did a comparison series on. I still think it's the only video series on the entirety of the interwebs that compares both versions, the tape versions, tape's disc version to the cartridge version side by side. I think it's the only thing that does that. So yeah, go and check them out. That's in the playlist. It's in my World of Amstrad playlist. CPC versus GX4000s, good series. I enjoyed making it. Barbarian 2 was okay, Nick, but it just wasn't as good as Barbarian 1 for my money. I always wish they put Barbarian 1 on the GX. It would have been better, and it could have improved it as well. Stephanie says, Novabug, what are your very first Amstrad game you played? It was Bridget. I believe it was Bridget. That was the first one I loaded up, or tried to load up. Also along those lines, I think Fruit Machine, Amsoft Fruit Machine was one of them. One of the very first games I loaded up. Also, The Bells was also one of the ones I loaded up first time. Yeah, they were I think the first Easy Am's Word as well. Not a game, but agreed. Barbarian Time was a good. Nick says Peter says there are plenty of restored and retro-byted 6128 Plus on eBay. Yeah, yeah. So I thought you could retro-byte them. All right. This monitor is not too bad. It's got a tint of yellow to it, but it's not too bad. And of course, with the monitor, you have to drag all the guts out and all the high voltage stuff inside. So don't really want to mess around with the monitor. Now, is that a good thing? Is that a good sign or not? I don't know. What is it? Okay, it's, I don't know, it's loaded, yes. Oh, it's building the game screen. Okay. Don't remember that. But that was the loading screen, and now it's building the game screen, it seems. Okay. Don't remember that. We're having more success with this so far. Oh, touch wood. Let's get one game of this bloody pack loaded. We're over an hour now, people. Thank you everyone for joining. Oh, it's been fun. It's been frustrating, but it's been fun. This is the fifth tape, so you know, it says Barbarian Part 2 on this. Fucking hell, this game goes over 2 tapes. Jesus, that's massive. That's a long load. That's quite amazing if it does load, because that is a long load. It says here on the 6th tape, Barbarian 2 Part 2. Barbarian Part 2, then Grisor. Other side, Grisor Data. Bloody hell. Well, loads of comments tonight. Nice to see everyone. Loads of familiar faces, some old faces as well. New faces, should I say? New faces. This ain't bloody hosted. Joy of Sticks. This is awesome, but I've got an early one tomorrow, so best of luck with the rest of the games, Chris. Good night. Night, Joy of Sticks. He's probably gone by now. Sorry I missed that, mate. Right. That does not look right. No. It's like watching porn with a dial-up. Stephanie Lang, at Stephanie Lang, my chicken not raw. I suspect they maybe stupid expensive ones come with expensive boxes. Not sure what you're talking about there. You don't get this problem with emulation. No, wait, wrong again. Well, we'll see this one through, and then I've got to sleep this cold off. Okay, Philip. I think this will be it as well. We managed to get Harry Attack playing at least. I have no idea what I'm going to put in the title. featuring games that don't fucking work. But can we get a game of Barbarian out of it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. But we'll see what happens. And then we've got one tape. And what I'm going to do is when I wrap up here, when I wrap up offline, I'm going to give the tapes another go through as well, backwards and forwards, a bit. Episode 13, the games fight back. Well, they're not. You know, games that want to piss off Novabug and his viewing public. I feel bad for you guys because, you know, it's disappointing. And this, like I said earlier on, this is the perils of a live test, but I feel disappointed that I haven't given you any successes tonight. I mean, obviously Harry Attack doesn't count because I'd already tested that, so I knew it worked. But I will get a new belt. I'll order some belts now. I'm gonna go downstairs to eBay and order some belts because I can't remember where the belts are that I got for this. But I'm gonna try and I'm gonna take it apart, give it a clean, completely take it apart and strip it down and give it a clean and get that going. I'm gonna get hold of a tape to tape and try and test out some tape to tape re-recording to see if I can salvage the games. It's I try that. It doesn't work with everything. So yeah, if anyone's got any tips on what's actually happening on the screen, well, it's loaded the sort of game screen. It's loaded the game screen, so I can't remember that actually happening. Why we'd build the load screen? Maybe it's just. Oh my word! Oh my word! Let's get some sound. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. Nice one, brother. Fuck yes. Will it start though? This is the demo. I don't know. Oh, hello. What happened there? Mode 1. Oh, hello. Oh. Is it going to play? It is going to play. Oh, come on. Come on, roll. That's it. Roll out of the way. Roll out of the way. Oh, he's doing that. Oh, couldn't roll out the way. I wanted to roll out the way. Then Matey Boy drags him off. But it loaded and it works. Can you see this? Chop his head off. I'm going to try. Oh, I've got to set the back up here. Hang on. There we go. Oh! Oh, that was close. Oh. Oh. Oh, yay! Try the choppy move. I did the old choppy move, but oh well. At least we finish on a happy note. Oh no, I'm going to play Barbarian now. That's really enjoyable. Right, let's play it until I die. I'm sorry I'm missing the comments now, but I'm actually... Oh, look at this dude. He's a big guy. Oh. Oh, come on. This guy's beating the crap out of me. Ah, he's beating the crap out of me, that dude. There he goes, old impy boy. Drag him off. Right, everyone. I've just realised that Barbarian has a demo mode. That's really cool. So, there we go. Take that off. Fatality. There we go. It's a pretty game. See you, Philip. Thanks, mate. Thanks for your feedback and thank you for watching. Hold left and a head chop. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I was doing. You can get the head chop. Time for bed, Atari Star from. Enjoy a good slash, mate. Atari Star from out. Cheers, Atari Star from. Hold down, fine, pushing the opposite direction. Player was. I know how to play the game. Awesome tune, Stororo. Well done. It wasn't me. It was. We finally came through. Yeah, we got a load of tapes in that box that are just basically rubbish. Chop his head off, everyone said. Thank you, everyone, for watching Amstrad live game testing. We finally got a success out of the in crowd, and we still got a tape to go. But I think I've got to call it now. Phone battery's dying as well. It is a beautiful looking game. I'm gonna have to do a I'm gonna have to do an NRG on Barbarian. I'm sorry. Yeah, what I'm going to try next time is I'm going to try and get some sort of setup where I've got the camera, because it's over there at that angle. I'm going to have to try and get the camera at an angle where I can see the screen. Maybe there, but I need to sort of reach round. We'll see what we can do next time to get a better angle of the screen. But thank you for everyone for joining. That was bloody fun. I don't know what to say. I apologise for not loading more games. That was the worst success rate I think ever. We attempted. How many games did we attempt to load there? Goodness me. Platoon. That failed. Karnov. That failed, but nearly got there. Crazy Cars failed. Target Renegade didn't get out of the blocks. Predator didn't get out of the blocks. What else? They all failed. Barbarian. We didn't try Combat School. Did we try Combat School? We didn't try Combat School. And so we've still got to try that. And we didn't try Grisor either. But at least Barbarian worked. So I'm going to play around with the tapes. Try and restore them. Because I'm not throwing it away. Definitely not throwing it away. But thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see my ugly mug. Oh dear, hang on. I moved my hand because that was in the way. Oh, that was a slog. That was a slog, wasn't it? Thank you everyone. Good to see you all. Thank you for the chat and the banter. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Can't find the off button, but okay, fair enough. Novabug. Where's the fucking off button? It's gone. Oh well. Novabug out.